Hello, this is Excel, or known as Bonsai here. This man right here, I haven't fought this man in a very long time. He kind of won last time in a really cheeky or really nonsense type of way, where he basically used a pixie and he won the match just by running away the whole time. So this time I'm getting my revenge. And this time, oh boy, we both are pretty damn skilled. In these moments, it's just either he got me or I got him. And woo-wee, these matches were nerve-wracking. And when I mean nerve-wracking, my body was shaking like a goddamn vibrator. Thing was crazy. At certain times I was just like, I'm not even sure. But you'll see how this whole match goes. And I find this pretty damn amusing because it was one hell of a fight. And all the other fights of the other matches also. It's just crazy because he was just a sliver away from me defeating him or me just getting my butt whipped. So this was pretty interesting. I knew he was using a support on top of that building over there. I was hoping I could shoot through here and get this cheeky little shot where everybody does, but I couldn't do it because sometimes it rarely happens, and you can only do it when you shoot through the other side with the gap. Yep, just give him a little opening sesame. But right here, I guess he had like a long beam, a very heavy beam. There are different type of beams. I got a short beam, he got a large beam, but he literally shot me. Pretty impressive. So right here, I was trying to get out of this 7th Gundam, because those things could stagger you in a good type of way or a bad type of way. He was doing pretty damn good with down support, so I decided to jump on him, and I had to spin away out of that stagger moment. Right here, we're facing each other. He knows if I get close to him, I can literally beat him to death. So he's trying to keep a distance, I'm trying to keep a distance from him, which is highly recommended. This man is pretty damn nuts to go against a Shiki. And I gotta give this man some props using a 7th Gundam this way. His shots were pretty damn spot on. I praise this man in every single moment. Now, this is a little thinking game right now. I'm trying to think, how can I get to him? It was either I want to jump over here, jump on top, or you know, he can shoot me, which that would be an absolute bad idea. So I have to figure a game out like chess, you know, do some crazy shenanigans. And I'm thinking, alright, maybe I should boost and he'll miss. And he misses. And he was close too. He would have got me. He would have got the very tip of my toe right there. But I guess the speed worked on my favor. Now, this is where it gets really delicious. Or I'm just like, alright, now I got to a really good position, which not many people go to this position a lot. These positions over here are pretty damn abandoned, and I'm used to kind of this position. Some people aren't. Some people are just at those typical areas. Now we're just playing around like a ring around the rosy. which is normal in these 1v1 type of scenarios. But this man up here, he took the high ground. Oh boy. I'm a very patient man. When people take the high ground, I let them hit the ground in a very hard way. But he's using it to his advantage, which rarely people do. He was able to graze me at those certain type of situations. Now, right here, I missed. He was able to get out of that situation. And I was like, oh, god damn, I'm missing like crazy. This guy's really cheeky. I was just wiggling my mobile suit. Finally, it kind of got him. And I just got lucky. I was strong enough to at least break his legs. Now, my shot was pretty damn bad. I was hoping to be cool and just get him in midair, but I couldn't do it. And I was like, Jesus Christ, now I have to wait till my gun reloads. This man, he's just trying to figure it out. Now, that was a crazy match. And I was pretty damn impressed. He used the support in the right way. He used it very strategically. He used it in ways that I did not even expect someone to use the support. He was pretty good at cutting corners. But I'm pretty damn precise with my shots. But there was just that certain moment that all my shots just didn't connect. If one of those connected, he knew that he would stagger and he would just get his butt whipped. Now, I felt relieved after beating him in an honest way, but it wasn't honest. It was not a fair fight. He used the support, so I'm gonna use my same mobile suit and I'm gonna let him have an advantage, and let's see how that goes. This man, he has some pretty damn nasty skills. Now, I was hoping that he would either stay or leave. I was hoping he would stay because I wanted a fair fight. But the fight we had earlier was pretty goddamn impressive. It kind of mind-boggled me. He was pretty damn patient. And I wasn't. I'm always going in, rushing in all the time. Sometimes I do get matches where there would be a Japanese player and he would use like a GPO-1FB and I would use a GPO-1FB. This man killed me like 20 times in a row. And I did many matches and tried to use the GPO-1 and I tried to outsmart his GPO-1. But man, he was a really dangerous guy, man. I was tripping out. I was like, that was some nonsense. He was busting like some Camille beat on type of stuff. Now, this one was pretty damn interesting. I was like, okay, I know for a fact he's gonna use a general, but what sort of general? And I'm like, oh, typical. A Mark II, you know? You gotta do what you can to win, you know what I mean? Now I missed right there. Jesus Christ. I was sure I would have got him right there. And every single time when I boost onto someone, it should work, but apparently it worked for him. I guess he has like the crazy advantage on the rain. I just got right behind him. He swung a little bit too hard. And I was able to go in for the kill. he just rushed in and he was hoping to get me as quick as possible. Because that's the thing about the Mark II. You go in and you knock them out with around 2 hits. Or 3 hits, if you're lucky. You just gotta use that plastic noodle of his in the right way. But he was wanting some more blood. This right here, he was able to back away just in time. For the Shiki, I felt like I pretty mastered the beam. The beam is pretty damn accurate. 350 range. Level 2 would be like 355, but sadly you can't use level 2. Right here he was boosting away. I was boosting away. And I shot him where he was hoping to get me on the ground impact. He would have staggered me for sure right there. Bazooka shot missed. How sad. Sometimes those bazookas can be unreliable because they're ridiculously slower than a goddamn freaking turtle. Now, I was able to get him at a right moment. I was surprised that I wasn't able to stagger him or he was able to back out of a melee, which you cannot back out of a melee in a Mark II on a second swing. The melee for the Yakushiki is pretty damn light. Now, this was a really crazy tie. Like me and him were just health are tied. Now it's just a boosty competition right here. But damn. I just wanted some of those to connect, you know? Both of us. He's a pretty good player too. Pretty aggressive. He's doing runaway tactics, which is pretty good. You want to get out of very aggressive situations. When I mean aggressive, I mean I'm gonna kill you type of situation. Now, this man is figuring out how can he get close enough to the Shiki. Now I gotta give him props in this specific moment. A lot of those bazooka shots should have connected. That didn't connect because I'd have a new armor and he was able to slice me in half right there. Now he was ahead by 50 points. I was like, man oh man, nuh-uh, I'm not gonna let that happen. But to be honest, I would have not have survived another minute. If he never did that melee right there, I would have got him with one shot. That would have finished him. But Jesus, now this was a game of chicken. Sometimes I do this, but I rarely do this. I'd always stand my ground and I always give the opponent a fighting chance. This man, he just was deciding to keep on running and running and running and running. Don't worry, I'll catch up to him. He knows that I'm catching up. Slowly though. And this man, he knows how to use his speed. And he got his bazooka connected right there. Lucky shot too. And then I did the same thing he did to me. I meleeed at the very last second And at this point, he probably was very, very frustrated, but he was very impressed. Now we were just booty whipping each other to death, and I liked it. I liked the challenge. It was one hell of a fight too. And at this point I was like, okay, well, let's see what he's going to use. Well, I'm going to use something else this time. I'm going to use a Mark II. And I had to praise him because, damn, I enjoyed every minute of it. Yep. We're just whipper-snapping each other. Booty kicking contests at its finest. I really was happy with my revenge, because this man, I remember he was a coward and he ran away with the pixie, and I was like, I can't stand the pixies. You know, those guys are little rascals. They just come out of nowhere like a damn freaking monkey that wants your banana. And I was like, no way. I wasn't sure what he said in Japanese, but we'll see how it goes this time. I'd always tend to make my mobile suits gold. I just want my opponents to know who I am. When they see a gold mobile suit, they tend to realize it's like, oh, it's that opponent. Yep. Reason why I did gold, because I reached like a legendary status where I had a Zaku 2, and I won 80 games in a row with the Zaku 2 without a single loss. A lot of those games were first place, second place. Majority would be like first place. Some would be fifth or some other number, but majority would be first place. And I was pretty damn good in low tier. It's a little good upgrade. Now this whole thing right here was either how it worked with the bazooka. I got him spot on with bazooka. Right there and there. And a lot of those shots connect. Now this was a little practice for him and me. I'm not sure if it was practice for him, but I felt like it was practice for me. I kind of like this boost right there. How I went back and then side and then boost front. You can shoot through this whole gap right here. For people who don't know, certain ranges. We're trying to shoot each other like damn groundhogs. Like that damn hammer groundhog game where you just get the hammer and you hit as many groundhogs as you can. Now we're just going back and forth, and this was just, it was pretty funny, but I liked it. It was him and me, we were just learning. He shot me pretty good. Now, the difference between me and him is that my bazooka shots connect a little bit more effectively compared to his shots. And yeah, it's like getting a needle right in the hole. right there should have connected, but you know, the velocity, pretty damn slow. It was just like going back and forth, back and forth. I tried to do a back and forward type of movement because the beams, it connects, but it connects in a very weird, specific way. The very tip of the beam is where it hits majority of the time. The end beam is the loose, so sometimes the end beam can just shoot right through you and it doesn't connect. Right there, he had a maneuver armor, which I know about those DJs. Those DJs are pretty damn effective in close range. So this whole time I was just trying to stay away from its close range because it has some pretty wild capabilities in close range. Those DJs are no joke. They're some mean machines. I really wish I had one of those, but they're pretty legit. I have a Zeta with Infinity Stagger, but I haven't mastered it. Right here I tried to get him with the melee, but he caught me, which was legit. That was pretty damn impressive stuff. And the thing that everybody hates about the Mark II is I'm just using it on him. Yeah. Mark IIs are pretty damn dangerous machines. I've seen some pretty damn nasty games where there's just Mark IIs just destroying the whole enemy team, or I would destroy a whole enemy team with a Mark II. And it's not pretty. Sometimes the enemy just can't fight against it, especially raids. Raids don't stand a chance against Mark IIs. But I would usually take a challenge, and I'd love to fight Mark IIs. At this point, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna heal myself up because I don't want my legs to break in the middle of the combat. I don't trust my legs. My legs can be like jello at times, but that's something I don't like. I want my legs to be stronger than a goddamn freaking workout guy. I want my legs to feel thick and strong. At this point, I was just like, alright, I'm gonna give him a chance. Shoot me right here. He could have got really close to me at this base. He should have rushed. Instead, he just stayed there and the beam just went right through me, but hey, he tried. Gotta say, this man had really good techniques. I enjoyed every single match I had with him. He could have beat me in any of these matches. He was just very, very close. Majority of the time, I would always give the opponent a fighting chance. I just don't like running away like a coward. I tend not to do that. I was thinking about kicking the player, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna I'm gonna stick around and see what he thinks about what sort of mobile suit he uses. And then he messages, "That was fun. Hope to see you again." Oh boy. If you do see me again, I'm gonna kick his butt even harder. And there we go. That was a 10 out of 10 fight of complete sweat. And I thought it was amazing. Take care.